With a lot of these die-hard Trump supporters, every accusation is a confession. It's a lot of projection from many on the far-right MAGA side. And one of the main accusations they've been making to Democrats in recent years is that somehow, some way, the Democrats, Hillary Clinton, teachers and whatnot are coming for your children in some way. But then often the people making those claims are the ones actually engaging in that conduct. And this story I have for you today is no different. Meet this guy. You see him right here on your screen. His name is Ricci Wynne. He is a MAGA hat. He's a conservative content creator who hops on social media and proclaims to his hundreds of thousands of followers that Donald Trump is so great and the MAGA Republicans are fantastic. Well, he was recently arrested for, what do you know, targeting children. MAGA influencer and Fox News guest was indicted on child essay charges. Really, really serious stuff. Ricci Wynne, 39 years old, known as Raw Ricci to his more than 100,000 Instagram followers, was arrested in November and charged with pimping and pandering by procuring, HuffPost previously reported. He was taken into custody alongside a woman shortly after arriving at San Francisco International Airport. The influencer was already at the time being investigated by San Francisco police at the time of his November arrest and was named a suspect in the sexual assault of a 15-year-old. Authorities say they found evidence on Wynn's cell phones and at his luxury apartment that indicated he was facilitating a sex work operation that spanned multiple cities that this guy was engaging in. And of course, they have evidence from his phones, his computers that they found at his apartment. So really, really serious stuff, and of course, very strong pieces of evidence. Wynne pleaded not guilty to those charges, and of course, it is alleged still, I will say that. On Tuesday, however, a federal grand jury indicted Wynne on 2 counts of producing child explicit material, according to an indictment obtained by HuffPost. The document accuses Wynne of producing child essay abuse material in April and October of 2022 with 2 different minors. He is currently in federal custody, and if convicted, he would face a maximum prison sentence of 50 years and a $250,000 fine. Wynne built a social media following as a purported hard-on crime activist by filming homeless people, sometimes harassing them, and showing drug use in San Francisco, Soma, and different districts around the city. He's appeared on Fox News as a guest of Jesse Waters and Tucker Carlson. This individual, who apparently is hard on crime, is number one, a supporter of Donald Trump, who is a convicted felon, but he himself has now been indicted on a multiple and a variety of very serious charges. I mean, again, every accusation is a confession. This is one of those guys that said, oh, the homeless people are so bad and the Democrats are doing this, Democrats are doing that. And now he is sitting in prison with a $250,000 bond on some very serious charges. And I wish I could tell you that this was the only example of this, because this is not something to celebrate. This is really serious stuff. Like, it's not time to bask in it, right? But unfortunately, it is not the only example that we've gotten recently. This is a content creator, so it's not somebody that is an elected official. It's just a private individual that decides to be a bad person. This next story I want to show you is a elected Republican official, elected by people. Minnesota state senator is accused of soliciting a minor for prostitution. We've talked about this story on this channel as well on a different day with different videos, but have to circle back here. Justin Eichorn, a Republican, thought he was talking to a 17-year-old girl when he arranged a meetup in Bloomington, a suburb of Minneapolis, but he was actually communicating with an undercover detective. Eichorn arrived at the location in a pickup truck and was arrested Monday without incident. Records show he was being detained at Hennepin County Jail on Wednesday morning. It's unclear if he had retained an attorney, and his Senate office did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Police said he was being investigated in connection with possible felony charges of soliciting a minor for prostitution. The county attorney's office said that they have not received the case yet. So again, incredibly serious that this elected Republican was doing this conduct. Fun fact in connection to this case, this person is also somebody who recently co-sponsored a bill in Minnesota introduced by Republican Senate members that would make, quote, Trump derangement syndrome a mental illness. So he's kind of like one of these elected officials that doesn't take his job seriously and is not actually looking to make people's lives better. He's instead looking to get some talking points, perhaps a headline. And now he has been caught up in this very, very serious case. But also, this is not something new for MAGA. This is something that MAGA has consistently defended over the years, this kind of conduct, right? Or at least defended people until they got caught. And Donald Trump is no stranger to that. I mean, he was one time best friends with Jeffrey Epstein and made some very, very suspicious comments about Epstein, such as this, quote, "I've known Jeff for 15 years, Trump said. He's a lot of fun to be with. It's even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side, no doubt about it. Jeffrey enjoys his social life." He also called him a terrific guy. And Epstein had visited Mar-a-Lago, Trump's resort in Florida, many times in 1997 and 2000, posing for photos with Trump both times, and also calling him a number of times in 2009 when their relationship continued. There's also images of Donald Trump and Epstein together all over the internet. You've seen these images everywhere. You've seen them hanging out. And of course, we just saw Donald Trump's quote. This is nothing new for Trump. Now, in fairness, this is Epstein's conduct that's being discussed here, but Donald Trump also has his fair share of baggage in connection to this. I mean, do you remember this clip of Donald Trump talking about wanting to date a 10-year-old girl in 40 years? Just take a look at that clip really quickly, just as a refresher here.
Thursday night. You're going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years. Can you believe it?
That's a 10-year-old girl that Donald Trump is talking. That's somebody's daughter. Like, can you imagine if Donald Trump walked up to your young daughter and said that I'm going to be dating her in 10 years? Now, MAGA has defended this by saying, well, in 10 years, she'd be 20. But the fact that Donald Trump is even viewing a 10-year-old girl in that light and kind of making this suggestion in front of her parents is so sick, so twisted, and so disgusting. And the final thing I kind of want to touch on this in regards to this entire story and this kind of pattern that we see so often with these really crazy people is the fact that, like, just the other day, Donald Trump had Conor McGregor to the White House. Now, if you're not familiar with Conor McGregor, he's kind of this disgraced MMA fighter from Ireland. He's very much in favor of Donald Trump, has endorsed some of Donald Trump's policies, especially when it comes to things like immigration and crime, and kind of recycles Donald Trump's talking points. He's announcing that he's running for president of Ireland and kind of hoping to run a Trump-like campaign. He was invited to the White House, got to spend time with Donald Trump in the Oval Office, took photos with Donald Trump in the Oval Office, except he too has his own case in connection to this. He was recently sued in a civil rape case and lost. The woman won, and she will be receiving hundreds of thousands of euros from Conor McGregor for his attack of her. So it's just, we just see this so often. And as I said earlier, like, I don't get any joy from talking about these very serious things. This is not something that we want to be dunking on people for. We don't want these cases happening at all. But it just continues to happen. We continue to see examples of this taking place. And when we do see it, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about how crazy these people are. We're going to talk about how crazy it is that MAGA defends this conduct. And MAGA, and in some cases, with the person we looked at the beginning of this video, engages in this conduct. This guy right here. It's just crazy. So I had to bring this story to you because, once again, for some of these people who claim Democrats are doing the most heinous things in the universe, every accusation is a confession for them. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really means a lot. Make sure to subscribe down below, drop a like on the video, comment, let me know what you think about all this stuff. And of course, I hope to see you soon, and we'll talk another day.